नमस्कार। नमस्कार सोनाली जी, हम आपका स्वागत करते हैं हमारे योग गुरु सीरीज में, योगा पॉडकास्ट में, जिसमें आप हमसे अभी जैसे टेक्सास से जुड़ रहे हैं, तो बड़ा अच्छा लग रहा है। आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत करते हैं। हार्टी वेलकम।
Thank you so much, Dr. Monika Sachin.
ग्रेट।
I'm so happy to be on your podcast today.
Lovely, lovely. It's so good to actually have you all these about yoga and about your challenges, what you feel during being a mother, how you matlab, so smoothly you are doing your yoga journey and your actually job journey also. So it's so good to hear from all your yoga journey and yoga wisdom. So how you start your yoga journey or yoga fire, how you feel ignited with the yoga fire.
Okay, so it is kind of funny. So my yoga journey started with a fascination for headstands. Um,
Okay,
Growing up, I used to watch my father and brother effortlessly spring into a handstand. And I always thought, wow, I could I could never do that. I wasn't really into fitness back then, so it felt impossible. But then one day, I decided to start with something simple, like Surya Namaskar. So I committed to doing it every day, and I would think that that was my entry point into yoga.
great.
And at that time, I was living in Sarjapur. So Sarjapur is a remote area in Bangalore,
Okay,
and there weren't any yoga classes nearby. So I used to watch YouTube videos and practice yoga, but I felt that was not enough, right?
hmm.
But when we moved to the city, I finally found a good yoga class, and and I would say that that changed everything. So, as they say, when a student is ready, the guru appears, right, or the teacher appears.
Exactly.
So, in my case, when I moved to the city, I found this class, and my teacher, Shekhar Gowda, in Kalyan Nagar, he's still conducting classes over there. I met him, and he used to say, "Get addicted to yoga." And I did. I never missed a class, and that's when I started seriously working on my headstand, because that is something I aspire to do. And I started working on my headstand, building my strength, and understanding the importance of breath work. And
Hmm.
the breathing technique is so important when you're doing
Hmm.
yoga,
Hmm.
and that's how it all began.
Hmm. Exactly. Wow, that's so good. So, matlab, with why I see with your small daughter, and when after that, all these yoga teaching training courses. So, what challenges do you feel during this journey? Because it helped to our yoga teachers, our new yoga teachers. कि matlab, how many challenges? कितने सारे challenges होते हैं? They are like opportunities, or they are like some pushing you back, or matlab, what you feel about these are these challenges in starting a journey.
Okay, so I think as I mentioned that I wasn't into fitness back then.
Mm-hmm.
So building strength was my biggest challenge. So
Mm-hmm.
building strength to do advanced poses like headstand. I think during that time, for the first time, I did 108 Surya Namaskar,
Great.
and it was such an amazing feeling. But I almost died after I finished those 108 Surya Namaskar, right? So building strength was one of the important aspects for me. And then I had to work on my core, my upper body, and learn how to breathe correctly, because when we are learning yoga, we don't know how the breathing works, right?
Hmm.
So maybe you will hold your breath when you're holding the pose, but learning about the breathing was also
Exactly. Ki where we should exhale and where we should hold and where we
correct.
should inhale. So it's so
Right.
important during our yoga learning journey, and that's why we are just become the practice and the therapeutic knowledge and the all the anatomy physiological knowledge now, it helped
Right.
us. So wow,
Right.
that's so good. Hmm.
And then I also faced injuries when I pushed
Hmm.
my body too hard, you know, trying either by trying advanced poses too soon when your body
Hmm.
is not ready, or neglecting your diet.
Hmm.
So I learned the hard way that yoga isn't about what you do on the mat, but it's about how you treat your body off the mat as well. So listening to my body became a big part of my practice.
Hmm.
And and then there is always the challenge of time, like managing time while raising a toddler. And then I'm blessed with a great family. They always supported me, so I could continue learning and teaching yoga. But I think those are the main challenges I faced in my yoga journey.
Exactly. Exactly. Being a woman or being a mother, we have a strong actually support with our family. Because without family support, you cannot imagine your profession or your actually activity. Because all is like a, we can say the गृहस्थी के जैसे पहिए होते हैं, just we the wheel approach. So we have the support of backbone or like a small, our engine is like our family, so we can just run it out more fast and more effectively. So it's so good. Wow. So what you suggest to a newcomer or a new yoga teacher or upcoming yoga teachers, because you are also on Instagram and you are showing the challenge expert. You are just giving during COVID and afterwards be you are just doing on fabulous job about the yoga challenges and Astang Vinyasa yoga. So you can be a you can be a perfect person to ask ki how they can start their journey as a yoga lover, as a yoga teacher. So please suggest us.
Okay, sure. So the best advice I ever got was practice at the same time in the same spot every day. So it sounds simple, but it's life changing. And
Mm,
if you don't have an hour, just step on the mat for 5 minutes,
mm,
and
mm,
and trust me, the 5 minutes turn into 45 minutes before you even realize it. So that's the best advice, and I try to follow it most of the times. And
mm,
then for the yoga teachers, I would say that practice first, teach later, right? So
mm,
become a yoga teacher, you have to continue doing your practice. I mean,
mm.
it is not negotiable. You have to continue with your practice,
Exactly, exactly.
and then attend different types of classes, like learn from different teachers, and then develop your own style of teaching. There has to be some uniqueness in the way you teach yoga. And then be open to teaching in different settings. It
Mm,
could be studios, corporate spaces, community centers, and
mm,
like there are so many ways to share yoga. And for a beginners who want to learn yoga, I would recommend find a qualified yoga teacher and learn under their guidance until you're comfortable practicing on your own.
mm,
And stay connected to a yoga community that will
mm.
help you grow at your own pace.
Exactly, exactly.
Right? So those are the couple of recommendations.
Perfect. Very good. Yeah, it's so important to just connect with the community because whenever you feel like na deep rooted और आपका foundation अगर strong होता है, आप regular वहाँ connect करते रहते हैं, तो you feel more confidence and more actually more faith. आप उस हिसाब से और आपके पैशन में भी faith होती है और आपको स्टूडेंट्स को भी आप जो faith deliver करते हैं, that is the perfect manner. Wow, that's so good. And can you suggest any incident or any event how you feel blessed as a yoga professional, because we all feel blessed, but if any you can share any story or any event, it would be very actually interesting.
Yes. So I think when I started learning yoga, I had no, like I did not think I want to become a yoga teacher, right? I just liked doing yoga. But then my yoga teacher used to drop these keywords like chakra system, then different koshas. So I wanted to learn more, right?
Hmm.
What is it? I wanted to learn more, different types of
Hmm.
pranayam,
Hmm. Hmm.
Shakti das and all.
Hmm.
So that's when I decided to do the teachers training course. And then during that course, when we were learning about different chakras, right?
Hmm.
Then I realized that when you're doing headstand, you are actually activating your Sahasra chakra. And I felt that, oh my God, that's the reason I was drawn to yoga.
Hmm.
As a reason, maybe I wanted to learn headstand, right? And it completely changed my perspective. I felt that I was meant to do this. And when I'm conducting classes, I see the satisfaction on my students' face. They feel relaxed after a session. And I think that is the most fulfilling experience, right? You
Exactly. Exactly.
have done your job well when a
Exactly.
student is happy and smiling after the yoga session.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because the main aim is whenever they came to the studio, they feel like some confusion or some stress, and whenever they just after finishing the class, now all had the smile. So that is
Right.
like a achievement we have. Ki, ha, this is like a achievement. Everybody is now stress free and relaxed and calm and content. In
Right.
their journey, everybody has a struggle, everybody has a challenges, but yoga
Right.
help to manage all these challenges and manage all these actually challenge into opportunity or the positivity and the positive aspects. So yes, absolutely, it's so good. And what do
Right.
you suggest to all these future aspect, because you are just in sitting in a US and sitting in a different country and the most developed country. So what do you suggest as a yoga future, यू ए न्यू कमर, कि किस तरीके से आगे का फ्यूचर है, फ्यूचर एस्पेक्ट्स क्या है, और उनको किन किन एस्पेक्ट्स में देखकर वो और ज्यादा अच्छे से प्रोग्रेस कर सकते हैं, तो वो आप सजेस्ट कर पाए तो
Okay. So I will throw in a couple of quotes
प्लीज.
that have had an impact on me, right?
ग्रेट.
So the first one is, doesn't matter what the question is, yoga is the answer. And the famous quote by BKS Iyengar, the pose begins when you want to leave it.
ओके.
So keep practicing. Make yoga second nature, just like brushing your teeth every day, and you will soon start noticing the difference in both your mind and body.
एग्जैक्टली.
So yeah, so keep practicing. Uh, there will be challenges, there will be obstacles, but you have to keep on going.
Great, great. It's so absolutely correct, Didi. It's so important, and yoga is the answer. Yoga is the answer. That's a perfect thing. You give me just the thumbnail, actually the heading. Perfect, perfect. And now, actually, chat is so good, but we have to just conclude it. So, how you conclude this? Some golden words also. We need some golden words for from you. Golden rules of yoga, if you can share to conclude the this beautiful podcast.
Yeah, so I would say that yoga journey is so personal, right? So everybody has to experience it. What my journey is, I maybe for someone else it will be completely different, right? So I would say that yoga is a lifestyle. It's not something you do, it is something you live.
Hmm.
So it shapes your habits, decisions, perspective, creating more balanced and fulfilling life. So that's yoga for me. But everybody has to find their own yoga journey and live it.
Great, great. It's so correct. Ki everybody has his own life. Like his yoga journey is like a different to everyone. But
Correct.
don't worry, you have the answer in yoga. So we have all faith and love and passion with yoga. So we feel so blessed as a is in field in yoga. So thank you so much दीदी. बहुत बहुत अच्छा लगा आपसे बात करके, आपकी योगा जर्नी, आपके योगा विजडम को समझ के. विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर योर फ्यूचर, all the projects. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time. And I had a great time chatting with you, Dr. Monica.
Thank you, same here, Didi. Thank you.